Hello, everyone. This is Terra Queen Jamila. Welcome to the Pick a Card, Pick a Destiny reading. I've been seeing these floating around the internet or floating around YouTube, and so I decided to do one of my own. And I'm actually going to show you guys the making of it. So I've got 6 jasper stones here, and those are what I'm going to put over my cards. I'm going to show you the divination process of this so that you guys, because I don't know, I just think it's interesting. And then also we can reap the benefits of calling to our spirit guides. Okay, so I am going to call to Archangel Michael to come down and protect us with, and wrap us with a circle of protection and shield us from all harm. And we're just going to clear the space a little bit and say, smoke of air and fire of earth, cleanse and bless this sacred space. Drive away all harm and fear, and only good may enter here. Okay, and if spirits threaten us in this place, fight fire by fire and water by water, banish their souls into nothingness and remove their powers until the last trace. Let these evil beings flee through time and through space. Okay, and I surround us with the circle of protection. We are safe within our space. I surround us with a circle of protection. We are safe within our space. I surround us with a circle of protection. We are safe within our space. This kind of preparation that you guys are seeing me do, I am becoming more attuned to doing this as well as protection. And I found that doing this, these little small protection rituals before each reading is it ensures that nothing comes to the surface and tries to feed off of my energy. And what I do is I make my space sacred to where only the energies that I allow in can get in. So that's another reason why I say those prayers, because when we start to do the divination, we're opening up doorways. Okay, so that's sort of like the kind of the disclaimer for this. So yeah, anyway, if you guys want a private reading, the link to my website is below. I am offering oracle readings with these cards for $25 right now. You can go to the website and it's a 15 to 20-minute video reading. You just send in your questions and your information. I also am offering a tarot and oracle reading that is a little bit more pricier, but it's more detailed, and it's 20 to 30 minutes, and it involves tarot cards. So you can go to the website. I also have 30-minute live readings, 60-minute live readings, 2-hour live readings. I've got all those readings available. So, and then I also offer energy work or spell work. Okay, so cleanses, healing, love spells. If you need spiritual guidance, the link to my website is below. It all happens on the website. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Conscious Spirit Oracle cards, and I'm going to kind of show you guys how I am going to set this up. Okay, so you'll have plenty of time to sort of make contact with your card that you want to choose. But I am going to call to the spirits and spirit guides anyway to guide us with this reading. Ascended Masters, Guardian Angels. We invoke thee to give us guidance on whichever card that is chosen. I'm not going to see the cards until we turn them over. Okay? So let's just go from there. Okay? Spirit guides, what messages do you have for the for everybody for the rest of the month of April? What messages do you have? Okay, maybe we'll do this for the full moon, because there is a full moon coming up on the 29th. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose 6 cards, and then I'll show you guys how I'm going to do that. This one stands out for me, and then this one, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so let me show you guys how I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm just going to give you guys a couple of minutes, and what I want you to do is I want you to focus on which card resonates for you. So I want you to choose a card. This is going to be the card for the last week of April. And just a message from your spirit guides, or like I said, pick a card, pick your destiny. Okay. So these are oracle cards, so you guys will be fine. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys time to pick the card that you want. And I am going to start with the card in the middle. Transformation. So if you chose the card in the middle, you are going through a deep metamorphosis, mind, body, and spirit. You are possibly going through sort of a dark time, or you're finding the light at the end of a tunnel. You know, there's been a change that has been happening. It was very difficult at first, but I feel like you're making it through. I feel like your spirit guides have guided you here to let you know that you know, the light at the end of the tunnel is coming before you even know it. Like, I feel like you're going to find that light. You're going to find it sometime during this week. Okay. The affirmation for this card is, I journey within to meet my higher self and to find true happiness. So again, I feel like you are, you know, responding to the different energies that are around you. Society leads us to believe that possessions and external things will bring joy, happiness, and contentment. But that is not true. Real lasting happiness can only be found once you let go within and connect to your true self. This card reminds you that transformation must begin from within, and only you can decide to begin this journey. By acknowledging and understanding the darker aspects of self as well as your inner light, you can begin to move towards a greater understanding of who you are and what direction your life needs to move in. Okay? Light casts shadow. The two are intricately bound. Often it is your it is your shadow self that gives you courage and strength to live in the light. So a lot of you definitely are coming out of possibly a dark place. It's like I said, in particular, just looking more into this card, you know, it is about the journey within to find true happiness. So I feel like you are seeking happiness. The changes that you are going through is where I feel like you are getting a better level of understanding. You may have went through some, because this is a narcissistic world that we live in. Very vampiric, narcissistic world. So you may be somebody that has been dealing with narcissism on some level, and you've had to come out of a dark place is what I can tell with this card, okay? So it kind of represents the death card, really intense energies around you, but I feel like your spirit guides are encouraging you um, to have strength, okay? Be gentle and kind to yourself on this inner journey. Know that at all times you are guided and supported by beings of light and your higher self. You can take this journey alone by following your intuition, or you can seek guidance from books or people you trust, i.e. me. There is no right or wrong path. Your path is unique to you. Follow it with courage and strength. Remember to always show compassion and love to yourself as your true self unfolds, okay? So let's move on. What card do I want to pick next? So let's go ahead and pick this card. Okay, so if you pick this card, this is the reach out card. I feel like the affirmation for this card is I reach out my hand and my heart to connect to and unite all of humanity. So this is where you use your love and light to create harmony around you. Okay? Feel as though this has sort of been me today. It's been love and light all day for me because I've been wanting that love and light to come back to me. So that's sort of what I've been, focusing on heavily for some reason today. So it's kind of like that, you know what I'm saying? When you encourage harmony and peace. So I feel like whoever chose this card, you are wanting world peace, basically. I feel like your spirit guides are, telling you that you have an important mission. Okay, I feel like your energy is very important. Whoever you are that chose that card, you have a healing energy. You can be of good service to the world. Sorry if you can't see the card. Okay, you could potentially be of service to the world. Okay. Um, feel like spirits are saying that you have the guidance and the wisdom to give that knowledge and that energy um, to others. Okay, let's read what the book says about this card. I really do like their interpretations of the cards. Okay, and we each possess unique gifts that we need to develop and share with the world. Whether you are aware of your gifts or not, by reaching out to others and sharing your experiences, hopes, and dreams, as well as your fears, you will begin to understand your specific gifts and their purpose in this world. With modern day technology, it is easy to reach others far across the globe. But do not overlook family and friends or the community you live in. This card is asking you to open your heart and connect to people near and far. Share your talents and knowledge to help those in need. Communicate with like-minded souls and learn from those whose cultures and belief systems are different from yours. Expand your world by expanding your heart. It is time to set aside your differences and connect to others on a soul level in order to spread love, compassion, tolerance, hope, and solidarity between all cultures and races. Only by joining together can you build a brighter future for all concerned. Do not isolate yourself, for your life will only truly have meaning when you share it with others. So this is for a lot of you light workers out there, empaths and healers, okay, and even psychics, okay, using your gifts to help people, okay. Let's look at this card. Did you choose this card? Let's see. Sacred space. So right off the bat, I feel as though this is where your spirit guides are. I feel like your journey, if you chose this card, your journey is to an amazing place. I feel like it's got something to do with your place of residence. Okay. I feel like a lot of you are going to uh the last week of, April. I feel like a lot of you are either you're going to be moving house, cleaning up your house, making your home more feng shui, okay, is what this card represents. The affirmation is I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. So some of you may be wanting to move to an area that has more trees, more, some of you might be trying to get close to water. Some of you might be traveling close to water or either thinking about it, okay, or either making plans. Some of you may be creating an altar, okay, with the sacred space. Your spirit guides might be telling you to pick a place where you can go and meditate. I feel like it is based upon a lot of your, as far as if you chose this card, you probably want to move right now. You probably either want to move or it's something about your house. I feel like a lot of Cancers and Leos and Virgos probably chose that card. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let's look at this card. Did you choose this card? Okay. If you chose this card, you have a very powerful spirit guide that is contacting you right now. Feel like this spirit guide, being the flames of wisdom, the crone, it represents maturity and responsibility. It also represents traditions and carrying traditions or even creating your own traditions. Everybody has the right to do that, okay? Um, the crone is also representing the, the phases of life. Okay, endings and new beginnings. The affirmation connected to this card is I am open to all of life's wisdom and share it with gratitude. So I feel as though this is where, if you chose this card, feel like right now your spirit guides are saying to you, if you know something, share that knowledge with others and you'll be blessed. So you know how some people will find something and they want to keep it a secret. Well, they're saying to share that knowledge with others at this point, because by doing so, anything that's sacred, anything that's a part of wisdom should be shared. Is what spirits is talking about with that card. Okay, and then also being knowing that none of us know everything. Okay, and we're all still learning, no matter how old we are, you learn something new every day. So if you chose this card, the wise woman comes into your life to remind you there is still much to be learned. She asks you to turn to the ancient ones for wisdom, the trees, the earth, grandparents, and those who have spent lifetimes absorbing knowledge on the earth plane. Their experiences can give you greater insight into your life. If you have been seeing or hearing owls, it may be a sign from spirit that gaining or sharing wisdom will help you in your current phase of life. Wise woman also reminds you that not all experiences in life are easy. Some lessons will leave behind scars on your physical body, but they are simply a reminder of valuable lessons learned. Be grateful for all of life's experience and gain wisdom from them so that you may one day pass that wisdom on to others. If you are in your senior years, this card is asking you to connect to younger generations and share your wisdom and experiences with them in order to assist them on their own life's journey. Always remember to show great patience when sharing knowledge with others, okay? So we got two more cards. Let's go ahead and go to this card. Did you choose this card? Okay, if you did, you got the at a day's end rest. This card has an affirmation that I find peace in nature and rest my body and mind in order to connect to spirit. So this card represents meditation, getting your alone time, unwinding. Okay, I feel like if you chose that particular card, you probably have been under a great deal of stress. Okay, and you probably need to either take a vacation. You probably need to, get some new scenery. Um, Maybe there's a situation that you need to take a break from. Okay, maybe there's either a situation, it's either a situation or possibly a state of mind. So, Spirits is saying that you probably need to get some rest and some peace. And if you can't do that, get out in nature and ground yourself. Also, I can see the sun in the background. I feel like your spirits are saying that you need to get in some vitamin D, maybe get charged by the sun. Again, maybe take a vacation. Time for a vacation. Okay. All right. Let's read from the book from this card. I didn't for the Sacred Space card. I apologize for that. I like these little interpretations. This card is a reminder that rest is as necessary a part of life as work is. Your body and mind need time off from the hectic pace of life. Whether you take an hour off during the day to recharge your batteries or a day or week off from work, you need to do this. By running on empty, you are unable to put 100% effort into your work and life. Eventually, your body will manifest symptoms of disease to force you to take a break. Do not let it get to this stage. Recognize and respect your body's signs of overwork and fatigue. Time off in nature is extremely beneficial to recharge and re-energize your body and mind. Create a tranquil setting under a tree in your garden and spend a peaceful hour sitting grounded to Mother Earth each evening instead of sitting in front of TV, in front of the TV or computer. When you take a break from work or situations, you are able to view them from a different perspective. It is only when you step away from your life that you can truly see your own accomplishments. Okay, so last but not least, did you pick this card? If you did, you picked Nature Spirits. So I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve life on earth. So if you are seeing this card, nature wants you to give back to it in some kind of way. Whether or not it is, you know what I do to help out nature? Like I will throw my old fruit, like lemons and stuff. I'll just throw stuff like that outside. I'll throw beans outside, on the ground. I'll go and make offerings to trees and stuff like that. The nature is asking you to give back, and I'm gonna read the full definition of this, but so I feel like also I feel as though whenever I see this card, this is specific contact from possible the fairy realm. There's a lot of fairies on these cards, like there's fairies just throughout these cards, but these cards in particular are of earth and just that wonder energy from the earth. Okay, feel like spirits is wanting you to connect with nature or help out, plant a tree, plant some flowers, maybe start growing some plants in your house. Okay, um, feel like spirits is also saying that you're possibly a little cooped up. You need to get out. Okay, you need to get out into nature. Maybe do something by some water, maybe doing some fishing. Okay, I feel like nature is calling you to maybe give you some relaxation, maybe give you some answers. Maybe some important stuff can be answered for you in life. Let's read what the definition of this card is and what message comes with this card. Each of us is a spirit residing in a physical form. So is everything in nature, from the animals to the plants, from the oceans and rivers to the rocks and crystals. All contain that spark of source energy. This card is asking you to become aware of this. Make an extra effort when spending time in nature or in your garden to acknowledge the life force energy in everything around you. This energy supports and feeds your life in turn. When gardening, treat your plants with respect. Feel the earth's energy rising up through their roots into their stems, leaves, and fruit, helping to sustain life on earth. When at the sea or a river, give thanks to the life sustaining waters, without which no life would exist on this planet. If this card keeps coming up, it might be an indication that you need to actively take part in your community through nature, conservation, or help out at your local animal shelter. If you work indoors all day, it may be a sign that you need to start looking for hobbies or other interests that take you outdoors. Nature's energies are healing, revitalizing, nurturing, and loving. She shares them unconditionally. Open your heart and welcome these energies into your life. So, giving gratitude to nature as well and appreciating nature for what it is. Okay. All right. That is going to do it for your pick a card, pick a destiny reading. I hope that this reading helped a lot of you in terms of your path that you're taking. If you need a private reading, again, the link to my website is below. I do provide several video reading options that I'm sort of getting ready to switch over to completely. You can still now get a live reading. The link to my website is below. But other than that, you can also get a video reading, you can get an oracle reading, you can get a tarot reading, and you can also contact me about spiritual work. So if you are interested in spell work, the link to my website is below. You want to go get a consultation, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Blessed be, and love and light.